Community of Evbuohen in Evbuohen local government area of Edo State, Nigeria. This is from the stable of JB's World Entertainment, a division of Jolly P.H.N.D Film Production Limited. We are here in the community of Evbuohen. We are here to document the tradition and the community done. On behalf of Mr. Star Omorodio, you are welcome. So we are about to view the community. This is the signboard. Welcome to Evbuohen community, the land of peace, donated by Evbuohen youth. This is the road to Evbuohen community. You can see it. The town have electricity. You can see the pole, and it's also motorable. These are plantain. It's also a symbol. The Evbuohen community have a lot of tradition, and also it's a land of Christian. It's one of the symbols of Deeper Life Bible Church reside in Evbuohen community. This is the pole of the electricity coming from Evbuohen community, Evbuohen Owa, popularly as Owa. This is the road from Evbuohen community known as Owa. Evbuohen is under Evbuohen local government area of Edo State, and it's still under the Elongie Professor Evbuohen Akenzwa, which that reside in Evbuohen. From Evbuohen, he also rule the town of Evbuohen, the community of Evbuohen. So this is the entrance. We are about to see a lot of things. It's also a pantry that is used for many things. It is used for oil, broom, pan cannon, many things for pan wine, and also this pantry. Okay, from the stable of JB's World Entertainment, the division of Jolly P.H.N.D Film Production Limited. Let's go in and see many things. These are some children. You know, in a village or community, you need to see children. There must also be children there. Any community that does not have children is not called community. That's one of the first house. This is a snake that was just killed. And this is called, what is it called? Ovivia. This is Ayogo. Snake called Ayogo. It was just killed about some minutes ago. It was live. It's a live snake, but now it's lifeless. It's raised by Barrister Nantes Kriti Omoroja. They also our brother here, Kisley Agbeson. Thank you very much. happy viewing. I wish you all happy viewing. There are a lot of things going to be recorded in this video. This is one of ODD's house that was built with mold sand. At the end of life, life started beginning of modelizing a house by using a zinc to roof a house. But before was what is it called, bamboo tree or something like that. So you know what I'm talking about. But now the house is modelized. Life is changing every day.
Okay, as Jolly Avelia said, let me continue from here. This is a modern house in the community. Though initially the buildings, they were built with red sand, which we call Evbuohen. Which we call Evbuohen. But this is one of the modern buildings. As you can see, this one is built with cement, block, and kind of modern design. Unlike this very one, where we are heading to now. This one is a typical modern house. Initially, during the time of our forefathers, houses were built with red sand and bamboo roofing. But this one is kind of built with red sand and at the same time with zinc. Though those that were built with bamboo zinc or bamboo roofing, none of them is still in existence. As you can see, the community have so many food. We have so many cash crops here. This is a fruit called P.H.N.D. And in our local language, it is called Evbuohen. With zinc, though those that were built with bamboo zinc or bamboo roofing, none of them is still in existence. As you can see, the community have so many food. We have so many cash crops here. This is a fruit called P.H.N.D. And in our local language, it is called Evbuohen. It is called Evbuohen. In English language, it is called P.H.N.D.
Okay, there.
Then, this is another food of which everybody is aware of, but some people know plantain, but they don't. When they see plantain tree, they cannot identify it. This is plantain. In our local dialect, it is called orede. We call it orede. This is another fruit. It is called pawpaw. In our local language, though not every word that have a direct meaning in our local language, but this one in our local language we call it uho. Uho. Okay. This one, as you can see, this one is called cocoyam. But in our local language, we call it aka, and it's a very good food. It's very rich, iron, and it is very good for a diabetic patient. Likewise, the plantain is a very good food, most especially for a diabetic patient. This one is our major food. It is called cassava. As it is now, this is called cassava stem. Though before you can get what we locally call gari from it, it will pass so many processes. You process from rooting the cassava, which you root from here, then you get the seedings. From the seedings, you take to a processing machine where it is grinded. After grinding, then you take to another processing machine where it will be dried. Then from there, you fry it before it turns gari. This is what we use to make eba. And we can still use it to make santana. We can use it to make starch. We use it to do bobozi. So it has various varieties of food that we can convert to it. This is pepper. In our local language, we call it ehien, but we have different species. And I believe this kind of species is akboko, what we call akboko in our local dialect. As you can see, we call this punky leaf. Actually, it is punky. Punky is more or less like a fruit, and is a food as well. Then this is the leaf. It's a vegetable leaf. It contains vitamins. It is very rich. It is good. You can use it for any kind of food, stew, soup, rice. You can name it. It's a very rich vegetable. To ensure a continuity of our farm produce, we have our local way of preserving all our food. For example, this is yam. Locally, we preserve our yam in this manner, so to enable us have some of them to plant in the next farming season. The English name for this kind of preservation is balm, but locally we call it eru. You can preserve your yam like this. It can stay for over 3 seasons, which is over 3 years, without getting rot. As you can see, this one is ready to be used
for planting.
It is ready to be planted, and it is germinating already. Once you dig the ground and put this one inside, automatically you have a new yam coming up. Okay, as I've earlier said, we have different species of yam, and of which this is Evbuohen. We call this particular one Evbuohen. As you can see something like root from the skin. You can see this is Evbuohen. Why we call this fresh one Evbuohen? We call this one Evbuohen. It's another very good species of yam. Then we call this one P.H.N.D. P.H.N.D. is another good species of yam. As you can see, you have this red cloth. This one is popularly called red yam, but the native name is P.H.N.D. We call it P.H.N.D. Then you come to this place. This one is Igbi. You get Igbi by the process of farming. You get Igbi after harvesting this particular one. You can see the size and see the form. This one is very straight. This one is like a child from this very one. So that is why we call this one. This is the main yam, while this is the Igbi seed. So it's like a child from that one. You can as well call it a seed. Yes, this is a tree, is a fruit as well. It is popularly called pear, and this is another species of pear, which the botanical name is avocado pear. This one is very different from the one we have shown earlier. This is the avocado pear. Then, as you can see, this is our local toilet. This is our local toilet. Unlike these present days, whereby we make use of water system, what we call water system. But during the time of our forefathers, and even to present, it will be shocking to you that we still make use of this kind of toilet. It is called pit toilet. It is called pit toilet, and we use one part of it for bathing, while we use the other side for toileting. All our farm produce, this is how they all started. You don't plant without clearing. As you can see, this farm have just been burnt. Initially, it was a bush, like what you are seeing there. Initially, it was a bush like that, what you just saw. But after clearing, you have to burn. Which after burning, you have this. We call it Evbuohen, while in English we call it ashes. It's another form of fertilizer, which it gives nutrients to the crops. So as you can see, this farm, it is ready for use. You can plant anything you wish to plant. As you can see, this is another fruit. This is coconut. In our local dialect, we call it Evbuohen. Though we have two species, one is called Evbuohen. So, while the other one is called P.H.N.D. This particular one is the Evbuohen. So the Evbuohen is kind of bigger in size. As it is being said, every leaf in the bush have their uses. This is what we call a beer bar. I believe some people know the uses, while some don't know what it's used for. We use this to wrap rice. We can use it to wrap rice. We can use it to wrap akasa. Rice, which we call ize. We can still use it for moi moi. So it is used to wrap our food, to give it a kind of scent that we need.
Okay. All right. Thank you. This is from the stable of JB's World Entertainment, a division of Jolly P.H.N.D Film Production. We are still rolling on the community of Evbuohen in Orion local government area of Edo State, Nigeria. We have seen a lot of things. We are still going, we are still moving. Okay. This is one of the elder. My name, start for your name.
So,
my name is
okay. This is one of the residents of this community.
I'm even born and brought up here.
And he was born and brought up here. I think he has.
Even my father.
I think he has something to say concerning this community. So if you can, if you have something to say.
I don't have much to say. All I just know is that I'm telling you that when my father came to this community, it was around 18-something, during the time of British.
Okay.
So my father was a trader here. Trade on oil, follow this river to Saple, sell to the white men. So that's the work my grandfather did before he married my mother. He gave birth to my father here. And along the line, my father also married my mother here. I gave birth to her. And so
Wow.
I'm reading almost 60 years.
Wow, that is very nice. As you can see, going by the law of citizenship, if I was given birth in this place, automatically it is the citizen of this community. So his father is from this place long ago. His father was a businessman, a trader who trades in oil. And he exports oil from the community to Sapele, where he supplied the white men. That is 1860 something. So though if I cannot remember exactly, but that I think that is a long time. So Ipa, thank you so very much for your time with us.
By your name?
My name is Michael Obataro Oruma.
Okay.
It's Michael Obataro Oruma by name.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening the viewer. Okay.
Okay, as you can see, though the community might be small, but there's an upstairs in this community, and of which, though presently it is dilapidated, but it was very, very in use when it was being built. And this upstairs have been here for so many years, even before the Biafra War, I think. Yeah. So somebody is here to give us, to enlighten us a bit about the upstairs. So, sir?
This upstairs was built before the Biafra War. If you look at it, it's an old system of building. Even the flooring is ordinary plan. And this upstairs belongs to Edokpolo.
Okay.
Chief Reverend Edokpolo from Guinea. He's the owner of the upstairs. So the upstairs had been here long before the Biafra, the Nigerian Civil War. Had been here before the Nigerian Civil War.
Okay.
Not quite long. The upstairs started for more than 2 years now.
As one of our elders have just said, these upstairs have been in existence before the Biafra War, and it was built by one chief, Edokpolo. So, and 2-3 years ago, it was still very much in use. Yes. 2-3 years ago, the upstairs was still very much in use. So the community might be small, but development came to this place long ago. As you can see.
By mud, was built with mud sun.
So as you can see, the upstairs was built with mud, which we call red sand.
Ekenoba.
And in our local dialect, we call it Ekenoba.
Ekeba.
So subsequently, it was plastered. And the roof, the decking of the upstairs was actually decked with planks. Though you can see some blocks outside, but inside the upstairs, it was decked by plank. I can remember vividly when I was in primary school, some of our teachers live in this upstairs, and I'm a living witness. I entered inside the upstairs then. So everything inside the upstairs is decked with plank. It's well-treated plank and very strong, durable. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, as you can see, this is another fruit. This one is called cashew. I believe many persons is aware. Though some of them who have not seen the leaf, this is how the tree is. It is called cashew. So, as you can see, this is palace, P.H.N.'s palace. So, I believe our present P.H.N. have something to say as regard to this community.
come.
Domo. Domo, sir. Domo, Baba.
You know, first of all, the car bought my one year where Evbuohen Jero. At least I know that. Help. I want every demon sometimes. Maybe we pay baby kind that day set or in. No, yeah, we will not mind our kaiba. No, like my hair, my no do. We might do Lebonaji. No, Jerry, where Evona, and I will talk. Cambona, I have your way. I have a way. It may tell one can be no one. Yaga, way up. A set of Nigaro, again, rock paropa. May I go to say, no, hero. No, Yabi, we no one is win a level. So, la ho, where we do, my go, Babi, where we pick it, give it, we will company of part, we move. We do women, Imo Bomem in Bunny, no Bunny, can't tell my way. West is not getting my GB. Why we any time? They do twimmer. Marowa. I never know where they are. You not move my way. And they walk bow. You know, the other can really guide you won't tag them. You not bomb my agree. We wish you the best. Yeah, but I said, my hacker do me agree.
About what talk about? Baba, he only anyway, and he only on looking there, a wona, do be a wona, a walking.
Yes, any more Sapawan. Ohoki or Evbuohen.
Okay. Baba, he only you know we are kind. A bad wona. In a wona, when a wona yari here. Hearing when a wona yari, and I am a wona, and another tea a wohen. Even now, day, a wohen. I will me away, Miss now. When I will me go. Oh, a bonagawe will now. Ugama, you. One way you look at a miss now. I'm a boy will not. Now, why I will not. I will one particular thing when I will not.
First of all, Evbuohen, Mother Evbuohen TA. Evbuohen ramen or found level now during the time of Oba Ewari, the great. Over here, why is mobile? All guy who swing the cow. No, every man who find that one. A why or jail one. We are paying a job bar, the boy. On a yard, why? Who dare he not le a why, right? Zeve other warriors no le iju he. Many are day or he wiki making it better. Why I come my woman one of you where Jenna in a high guide because we swim on all lady in on cool. Since we're making it better, on I to be probably your pan on it. We hear a why so mobile, and now we hear to tackle. If we have fair, I don't want to go on a yard. Or why my come and say, we're nothing about. And I went a why, guy, we have fair, and I go back, and the guy go with it. And I went to mobile, why, guy, and we have fair, and I had a guy, and I go on a guy. O kui and we have fair we on a view on it. So mobile. On our back, my bona, I'm only a do. I get so mobile. Then a why not do back. Another year. Again, I got do. Yeah. I am do yase at the nana. When time I went the nana. Honky no hay, wona, ni me hon, no da o mema, if I'm up by our say, no da ye baby. When o Sunday petty or beer a more have ye, but it didn't have a beer, that demo, Madamia won a mergy on a here guy, you have it before that or the branches of but in all, born in my gabona, in my cabo wine, in my gar or he. My name of Viao, it is a moment of Viari, when I joined the Viago in Viago. Ovia, Ohi, Marionetio, Nimaga. Then the festivals in Imau, Kupo, Mawe Festival Ohi, around October. Igwe, January. Those are the two major festivals in Mambo celebrate there. Evbuohen, Venomio, peace loving place, you know, where to work at where there with my home, or my home, or the mamma, I call you. So, I met in Tasse, here we are.
What's about? What talk by Baba? You only never work. Even how where I do gear of via where of dairy qui, where I got a mere beswado mere book, a even lie, I will make one in your lawa. Woman, I am I ladian, why I mean a bar and a setting iladia. Divine of Yanimo body, and I mean, Bill
of Yanni.
Oh, the great we are, we give you
Zebebo, no why ye. When why that ye? No. Why, Umaso of ya, who live, I look in a ye, Umaso, who live. My understanding, Oko, ye walk no kind, woa, who live. I will look. A yoki be yin and loco, a log why. Elagua ogoki. Ave bona here ave bona. But meanwhile, when the man say boy we ujega kui. We dada we bona. I oladian. We are no my heavy eladian. When the why gaje no.
But why ye in minia?
Yes. Even now, nobody where to go where we are not here. A bonumaso, Umeti Ladia, only a so in.
Okay.
One also in me. When we were to Tanania, when we to Tanania. Even we maso, we met you and our women or they were 2 weeks like
Moving good, Papa.
So, Mamma so met ya happy hour.
What's it about?
Listen to our which we call chief priest, a brief history of this community and a brief history of how the festivals came up and a brief history of how the culture, the tradition, whichever right that we worship in this community. So he have given us a brief history of how they all came up. I believe it is very impressed. I myself, I never knew that was how they all came up. So if where's the Baba? Where's it?
Thank you very much. This is also from the stable of JB's World Entertainment, a division of Jolly P.H.N.D Film Production. We are still rolling over the community of Evbuohen in Norium local government area of Edo State, Nigeria. Here are some of the youth
Actually,
in the community.
There is no community without youth, or there is no country without youth. They said if you must build a nation, if you must build a country, then you must work on the youth. If you must work on the youth must be available for you to work on them. So, these are the youth. I myself am one of the youth of the community. We have youth meeting in which on a monthly basis we call ourselves together. So we discuss the way forward of the community, because there is no way we could leave the development of this community for the elders alone, because the youth, they are the strength of a country and the strength of a community. So these are the youth, and this is one of the youth we have in this community, and he's a popular one. His name is Igede Aitwa Diagbon, aka Obila Kaba Ikechukwu. One, a debater. I believe he has something to tell us here.
So, I tell you what, Mao. If you have one of them, my car will make boy, and we have one we see, my car will make boy, no more. I cook a cup of white hair, manage you to have any wine in the way.
I don't have much to say, but for the little you have just said, he commended the sponsor of this coverage, that it is something that have never happened in this community, though we have many of our persons outside the country or in diaspora, but none have ever embarked on such a thing. So he extends his regards for whoever is sponsoring this coverage. Thank you so very much, Mr. Igede.
God bless you.
You are welcome. As you can see, the community still continue. We are still moving down because we started from the beginning where you saw the welcoming signboard. So these are old houses. These are old houses. So it's very unfortunate that some of these people that live here, none of them is around. Very few people that is around because this is a farming season. This is a farming season, and in most cases they don't stay at home because today is Sunday. Though we are all Christians, but they take their farming first before any other thing, going by the situation of the country. So as you can see, this is a community naturally down by so many things and development. We have electricity up to date. The electricity, they are very, very functional. We have a borehole. We have a borehole in which the borehole uses both solar energy or direct electricity. But due to the interruption of electricity in Nigeria, which is very, very conversant by everybody, we ought to back it up with solar energy should in case there is a power failure by the electricity providers. This is a borehole. Back in the days before we get water in this community, we have to trek down to the stream, and of which when you are trekking down to the stream, you will have to walk up to about 8 kilometers. But we don't experience such anymore. This, as you can see, is a house, one of the houses in the community. So it's a community blessed with fruits, food, you can name it, all sorts of natural endowment. And we have a plant also, should in case when there is no power, when there is a power failure in the community, we have a plant, an alternative source of power generation. So that is where we are heading to. I want you to see for yourself. As you can see, this is the alternative power generator. So whichever event that is coming up in the community, when there is no power, there is no electricity, or the solar system is down, then the community switch on the generator. So there is always a constant light in the community. But though the only hindrance we have in this is the resources, the diesel. It uses diesel. Sometimes getting diesel is very difficult, and of which those are one of the things I will appreciate if the community citizens in diaspora can put heads together to make sure they solve this problem for the community. At least when there is no light, if they can put heads together to fund the management of this power supply, the community at large will be very, very glad. That is that.
Mukon you aware. Mukon you live video.
How are you? Oh yeah. What's your Imaria, his name is Imaria Bay. As you can see, these are the leaders of tomorrow. As we have youth, so we have kids. I myself, I was once like this in this community. And Evil Star or Morodion himself, he was once like this in this community. This is where we all started from. This is the grassroots. And in this community presently today, we have honorables. We have many prominent men living in diaspora. And we have business tycoons. We have those that have actually made it. We have those that contribute in the nation building presently. So, though they all started from this place. That you were? Huh? Pius. That you were? Charles. That you were? Huh? Maria Bay. So, as you have seen, I was once like that. These are the leaders of tomorrow. Iyosigbo. Umehe. As I've earlier said, Ponky, in which we popularly call in our local dialect, Umehe. This is the Umehe, which this is the leaf. We call it Ponky leaf. It's a vegetable, very rich. You can use it to cook all sorts of food. All like on television. We might not send in a show with television. Or send in a Nigeria, when you
Koye, Patok Bay. Ye who knew one of you dabble now, we will know where you here. Koye, ye who anyway. You only win a pack here now when I know we can now. When I am here, not here. When I one, I don't have a iguana. And you only win a little boy. No, you know, can you so have a old day that Wabi and one day. You will not when I want to yard here. Call ye, or talk by you. Were to tell you.
What television? And you made to let no woman. This are both. You may let no.
Find the Malada, in Maue, near Yahim and the Revuna. Ninevuna Mevige, where Erimage walking, and I can't receive any. So one of women no later. So never no matter no vita. Do boy Rojima.
Bueno, the point is my barua.
Okay.
No, I don't know every apple when I have a yellow bunny.
Okay.
Here in
an apple when I am, my room, I think. Everyone up here, it was my auto, and I could give it.
Okay.
And I went down on my go, and I went. I don't know, never quit on my go. I don't move. I don't move yet. Any man or logo. Ah, I was to I don't know. Not to arrive on a year, not to arrive on not to be a band. Not to say, my not playing a party with the one ever. Not to yeah, looking and I do on no pana. I think we might let back. Can you give me my book upon us? Not my tower upon us. No making a bow. If one and give me a one, not be a garro. I to bow my garro. Sao quay giờ mình sẽ chơi này, sao có vốn mà cô gia rồi cái cô gia đi, ini rồi bà má về vùng này, ini rồi bà má về lộc của mình, mà giờ nó rồi, ý gia được bà nó nhặt xuống này, nhưng mà về cả sát mông cái nó về cả sát mông cái mình, ý gia được bà, thế về equipment Emi baro okpa waro ibi okpa iwani. Oba yare ma inaro. Mana. Ni yaro obiwe. Ifo no gbe na awo ma mi egbe mi. Ebe kwa wa mi no pa. Mona.
As you can just see,
Ali rone hone atom be arewe. Ebuna ebi ma ya fe ni rebuna. Eya wa so rebubu. So wa re dunia be na wa mana. Fe. Na wa pu. Bo de ya re ebuna nu tun ye bi kun. Ya re ebuna na ekwa. Ebuna ekwa. Ye be to pu ma ku ha no ma ko na ma ro. Ma be ja kan di mama ewo. Do sa ba ma di. Di ma pa na ro ba ka se na na. Do no me. Ma ko re ma.
Oh, you were saying.
Sa lo pa di no ma na ya anyi. Ugele ya anyi. Ijo ke ba di ma. Jo ke ba di ma kon lo ko ma. Be ni ma na jo ke ba di ma ko ma lo ko me. O te na wa ma o ne mi no ma ga die. We mana.
As you can see, as Avelia said, most of the community youth, citizens, none of them is around. As you have just said, that whenever, if assuming everybody they are around, this place will be jam-packed. The place will be so crowded that you'll be wondering how can this little community convey such a high numbers of persons. I myself am part of the community. As he have just said, Evbuohen, she mentioned, is my very good friend, my Rima, my dude, my everything, and is the last born of Iye. Call you, where say As you can see, I've said something concerning cassava. I've said something concerning cassava since, and I tried to explain the process in which it will pass through. And I tried to explain the process it will pass through before you can get gari, already made gari from it. This is one of the process. You have this.
Go on.
You have this by the time you uproot the gari.
Go on.
As I briefly explained initially, when you want to get gari, after planting, as we have shown before, that is the cassava stem. This is the cassava itself. After planting, it germinates. After germinating, when you have gotten to the stage in which you uproot, when you uproot, this is what you get. This is the seed. Then from here, part of the processing is what this young man is doing. You have to peel. After you peel with a cutlass, then this is what you now get. After peeling out the shell, this is what you get. Then this now will be washed. You can take them to the river, you can take them to the borehole, then you wash them to make sure the stain is no longer on it. After washing, you take it to the machine where it is grinded. Then from there, you press. From there, you seal. After sealing, then before drying, you can use your incubator, you can use your fire, and whichever way you can do that. So those are the stages in which it passed through before becoming ready for it. Here are some of the residents in the community. We have Baba here, we have our sister, these are our kids. As Avelia said, we were all like this before. This is where all of us is from. Baba, when you ata, you go away no way How you came, when you came, and if this place is lovely,
good to you,
if you are enjoying here. So just give us a very brief statement.
Okay, for the village,
You start from your name, sir.
okay, that is Igwe Frederick.
He's Igwe Frederick. Is an Igbo man, so he came to settle here in our community. So I think he have something to tell us.
Okay, the village is very nice.
Okay.
No matter say there's no something to make them take it heavy.
Yes.
But the village peace.
There's
peace.
Peace.
Peace dey. Ever since you dey here, you don't get problem.
I don't get no problem.
As you take on, they receive you like their
Thank
own.
you. Thank you.
They take you as their own.
No, thank
They
you.
know they segregate you because you don't come from here. They know they treat you like stranger.
No.
They use double hand to
No,
embrace
be
you.
the community now.
Yes, as you can
Thank
see,
you very much, sir.
Thank you so very much.
Okay.
Sir. As we have earlier said, the community is a very peaceful community. We accept people. So whichever person that comes to this place, we accept everybody. We live as one. So this is cashew. This is cashew nuts. This is cashew nuts. So it's very rich. You extract this after exhausting the fruit. Then you still have to make use of the nut. So like this now, when you crack, you have something like something that look like granite inside, and it's very rich. You see people when you go to hold up traffic, you see people selling cashew nut, cashew nut, cashew nut. This is the nut you are seeing. This is where it is extracted from.
And it's also for planting.
And this, you can also use this for planting. If you must invest in a cashew nut farming, this is what you need to invest in, or to do a cashew farming. You carry a street. As I've earlier said, that we have two species of coconuts. As I've earlier said, we have two species of coconuts, which we have the two species right here. This is the native species. Traditionally, or in our dialect, we call this Evbuohen. We call this Evbuohen, as you can see, the color, and at the same time the size of the stem. While on the other side, we call this Evbuohen. So you can compare the differences. This one is yellowish in nature, while this one is kind of green. This one have yellow color, while this one has a green color. So those here in our community,
Light. Street light.
this is one of the solar lights in the community. There are street lights, but it uses solar. So in case when there's a power failure, make use of the solar street light. This is Evbuohen. This is Evbuohen or P.H.N.D. Customary, traditionally, it is used for so many things. We use it in our shrine, and This is what we initially use to share boundary, land boundary. Now we make use of beacons, but those days we make use of this particular tree to demarcate boundary. So those trees will be back. This is coconut, Evbuohen. So the one we've seen before, those ones we've not plucked them. So this one that is already due to eat. So after peeling the shell, this is the shell. As you can see, this is the full coconut. Then after peeling out this shell, then you get something like this. So these are a bunch of all these one are, we are taking them to the market for sale. These are our sisters, beautiful ladies.
Coconut mama.
That's just example.
As you can see,
Peeling it.
this is how they peel the coconut before getting the already peeled.
Yeah.
So as you can see, by the time you break the coconut, this is what you get. This one are like this, you can start eating it. Very sweet and rich at the same time. This man.
I'm doing exercise. Hello, what type of dance is this? Benue dance?
Yes.
Okay, are you Benue?
Yes.
That's from Benue? Okay.
As you can see, as I've said earlier, we have different persons from different places in the country. The other person we interviewed is from
Igbo.
is an Igbo man from the east part of the country. Why this is a Benue man from the middle belt?
Yes.
In their place, the motto they use in their place is the food basket of the nation. He's a Benue man and he was just giving us a Benue dance.
Maybe lie.
Culturally, this is how they dance. This is how they dance in Benue. He's giving us to us. Evbuohen, as we have earlier said, is a peaceful community. So we have different persons here. And Nigerians, we are all one. Whether you are from the east, from the north, from the west, or from the south, in which we are living in, we are all one Nigeria.
C'est tu peux m'amener bête, que c'est pour moi amener.
Thank you. Wait, may I do this?
One more. I'll do.
No. Okay.
Yeah, as you can see, this is my uncle's house. This These my uncles as on a Owero Saro. Owero Saro on here. But as you can see, I don't think anybody is at home. Nobody is at home. But this is the compound of Morodio. That's the surviving of Morodio. Though he's not at home now. The retired headmaster. This is his compound. As you can see, the place is very loving. Thank you. So, this is one of the shrines we have in the community of Evbuohen. As you can see, it's well built, very fine, though small in nature, but we have all our traditional heritage in there. This is another borehole. As you can see, the community is very rich. For a community like this to have a 2 borehole, I think it's a good thing. So, when this one is not running, then they make use of the other one. Though both of them can run concurrently, why the people living in this part of the community make use of this one? Then the people living in the other part of the community, they make use of that other one. This is the school. As you can see, Evbuohen Primary School. Founded 1956. Motto: labor before pleasure.
It's Evbuohen Primary School. Yeah.
This is Evbuohen Primary School. As you can see, we have been moving. The coconuts given to us have been helping us. So we have to see one of the classrooms. We are going to the classroom. This is the classroom. Yeah. This is blackboard. Those days we call it blackboard. Is where we need the support of our citizens living outside the country. Because the foundation of a all human being is education. Hence, our government has failed us. So, we can help ourselves to make sure our children they gain standard education. As you can see, the chairs are not even enough. The classroom is very dilapidated. There's no window. The ceilings are very old. Everything about the class is so old.
See the other class.
So that one is like. As you can see, this is. These are the children wishing to eat mango.
Oh, rotate the tonic camera.
You see the vigorous processes they are passing through. They will have to throw stone. They will have to throw stone to enable them pluck the mango. As you can see. this is a cherry tree. In our local dialect, it is called P.H.N.D, as you can see. Though this is not the season, but this is the tree. It's a very huge one. This is the transformer of the community. Then, this is a street. This is the street. Idungbo. We call it Idungbo. On our street in only to Warawe Festus Ugiagbe. So, as you can see, this is the only layout we have in the community. We are heading to my own house. Heading to our family house.
This is from the stable of JB's World Entertainment, a division of Jolly P.H.N.D Film Production Limited. We are still viewing the community of Evbuohen. We have saw different type of things, trees, fruits, human beings, and whatsoever, etc. This is another old woman greeting Barrister Lattice Amorodio and Kisley Agbanson. Thank you very much. Happy viewing. We are still in Evbuohen. No, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Yes, sir. We are still viewing now community of Evbuohen in Orion local government area of Edo State, Nigeria. We are in the community right now. This is from the stable of JB's World Entertainment, a division of Jolly P.H.N.D Film Production Limited. Thank you very much. Thank you for viewing. We are meeting another elderly man from the community.
Prayer from an elderly man. As we all know, the words of our fathers are words of wisdom. So I've just been blessed. That is why it is very, very good for you to sometimes come home. When you come home, you receive prayers from your elders. And prayer from our elders is a very strong prayer. That is what keeps us alive. So we are heading to our compound. This is the compound of the great Omorodion. This is the compound of the great Omorodion. This is where it all started from. It started very little, but now it's very big.
We are in the compound, a resident of Mr. Star Omorodion in Evbuohen community. This is a house where it started, where the children grew up. This is a house where Star Omorodion was raising. Thank you very much for viewing.
This is part of the building, but it's very unfortunate. A part of it are destroyed. So this is a mound house, though it has been dilapidated, but it used to be a room. There used to be a room here where we call Ogwa. This is one of the Ogwa. Why coming to this side? The very spot I'm standing, this used to be another room then. So this very place has been built with zinc and wood. It used to be the kitchen, and it was built with this mold sound as well. This is the Evbuohen. This used to be the Evbuohen, but because of the falling of this other part, it has now been open. This used to be another these are old cupboards. This cupboard is as old as something else. You won't believe it. These are shrine. Traditionally, we call this olokun. Though it's ake, but the way it is designed, we call the juju olokun. It is used for different things. This used to be the shrine of the house. Then, back in the days. This is another ogwa. It's a room, but it's ogwa. That you don't need a bed. The way it is built, this is We call this ukpo, which we now call bed. This is the traditional bed. As it is, you can lie on it. Why this is Evbuohen. This is Evbuohen. Just what we call cupboard nowadays. It's just it's a storage where you store your things, like property. You can put your luggage and your clothes and every other things. So, why this is the ukpo, which is the bed, this is like, if you can see the design, it's just like the modern bed. This is a place where you can keep your things, like your makeup, your jerry can, your cup, and every other things. This is ego. As you can see, those days, you are not supposed to go in. There are somebody that can go in. If you are not a member of the house, this is where the artifacts. This is where the artifact of the house is being kept. It's a room. It's always very dark. You can't see inside. This is where we keep all the traditional artifacts. This is a cultural heritage. So, this is Imo. It was extracted from banga. You can use this for so many things. You can use it to light fire. You can use it to do soap, bathing soap, which is what we call Evbuohen. So as you can see, palm kernel is still inside. This is palm kernel. The community is highly rich. Kalaka. This is kalaka. It is used to drink palm wine. Palm wine is a natural drink processed from palm tree. So this is the cup used in drinking it. Though this is a smaller one, we have the bigger one. This is ukoni, kitchen. We call it ukoni in our local dialects. So this is where we make our food. As you can see, this one is kento. We have kento on it. Right. It's so hot. So this is where we make our food. Though modern days we use stove. This one is the old stove, but it's no longer useful. This is what we use. This is olo. We call it grinding stone. When you want to grind, you place your pepper on it, and you will have to much very well until whichever thing you are grinding gets smooth. This is, the English name is mortar, but the local name is odo. We use it to pound yam. Though these days we don't make use of this, we eat pando yam, semovita, puree, and the rest. But traditionally, this is what we use in pounding yam. How do you make use of this? This one is oriodo. Oriodo, the direct literary meaning of oriodo in English simply means the child of a mortar. How do you make use of it? You pour your already boiled yam inside, then you pound. You pound and pound and pound until it gets smooth. So this is what we do, and this is where we all hears from. This is axe. The local name is Urama. We use it to tear firewood. like as I've just said, where we are cooking, we make use of wood. This is what we use in tearing it. And how do we do it? You have to tear. We have to hit until you are able to break it into pieces. These are firewoods. We got them all from the farm. From the back, entering the house now from the hotel door. I'm trying to make a little explanation in a way that whoever have been in this house before can understand how it is. Entering from the back side, this is the little passage. This is the little passage. You can call it little veranda. From there, come to the main parlor. This is the sitting room. As you can see, no matter as old as this community, we have a good pattern. We have a flat pattern already. This is exactly what we call flat apartment these days. This is from outside view. We are outside now. So when you come inside, this is the city room. Those days, this is where our father received his visitors. Then from the city room, this is the first room. This is the first room. Actually, this is the grave of Omorodion. As you can see picture, see the shape and the back. This is where Pule was buried. And this is the picture. Though very old. This picture is as old as what you cannot think. Wow. This is Omorodion. Pule. RIP, Grandpa. May your gentle soul keep on to rest in perfect peace. Okay? This is the grave of the May Omorodion. As you can see, something is imprinted in it. Here rests Pa Omorodion of Yahweh on the 12th of October 1976. Long ago. So this is the grave of Omorodion, the father of Pule. This is Daddy's room. Pule, Evbuohen for Omorodion. This place used to be his private parlor. But presently, this is where the second wife, Mama Presido, lives in. This is an old bed. Iron bed. Very old. This is the bed he used then. While this is the inner room. Though it's very dark. This is the inner room. This is where himself used to live as his bedroom. This is an old cupboard. But presently, this is where we store food in the house. This is plantain. Already. Ready for eating.
This is a road to Evbuohen community. From Evbuohen to Evbuohen, this is the road. From Evbuohen, you can go to the next village called Izihire in the P.H.N.D local government area. So Evbuohen is a part of Orion, where Izihire is a part of P.H.N.D local government, both from Edo State, Nigeria. That's the same way you can link to the river of Evbuohen. From the stable of JB's World Entertainment, a division of Jolly P.H.N.D Film Production Limited. You can call on me on other events on the 08052 100 549 or 070 62414488. Email jollyphnd@yahoo.com. Gmail Prince Jolly P.H.N.D Godfrey. Facebook page Prince Jolly P.H.N.D Nafiangbe-Ibiz. You can also contact me on WhatsApp on 08052 100 549. You can call on me other event for any social engagement, entertainment. We are there for you. We rule the world. Our service, our motto is to reach the world. We are staying on the compound of Pastor Omorodion in the Evbuohen community in Orion local government area of Edo State, Nigeria. Thank you very much for watching. Happy viewing. Thank you. Bye for now. We meet some other time from the stable of JB's World Entertainment. You are free to call on me in other events. Bye for now.
The particular one, we are traversing nos aérume, il a sous nous gardé. Il s'est dit à quoi ça, salume, n'est rien pour moi, n'est rien pour moi, n'est bien à l'eau. Kamame se ni yakwa wosagi, no wana hamana yana bia. Wakamame se ni yakwa wosagi, nukiana hina yana he, mota o. Itako. Eyon anoa, etinoa, eyon anori emena anoa. Devino egi, imani yakwa wanyi. Nebi yanalo, no wayana hawa, agi dobie, no wayana mugo, agi ramioko, esapara, nigata veseno saeru, nukiyana emota o. Kiki emota, iye ata, itaforo. èèyàn pàkẹ́kẹ́ níwájú ká mọ̀sánú dazí òun wá ṣe òyìṣà